All right, here we go with Tight Docks Part 2. Somebody said, Jay, why you didn't record the other one? Well, because I didn't think about it. All right, let's get started. Here's the problem du jour. It's this short wall that's right in the way of where you need to back in. And I'll show you that in a second from the satellite view. But you see the black scuffs, the scrapes, the scratches, and the straight up gouges in this wall? That's from truck drivers chasing their trailer, forgetting there's a wall there or not seeing it and hitting it because they're concentrating on their mirrors. So here's the wall. You see it's on an angle, and you see the loading dock. So obviously you can't back straight into that loading dock. There's no way. You have to back in from an angle. You can clearly see it right here because of that wall. So as you're coming in on an angle, eventually the front of the truck will have to cut the opposite way towards that wall, and you'll see that in a second as well, in order for you to get everything in a straight line. And it's going to be tough, you'll see. But see, this is another tight one. It's not as tight as that last one, but it was still pretty tight. All right, let's back in. Now, I set up about as good as I possibly can do. Now, you see how the front of the truck is going towards the left? That's so the rear of the trailer will go towards the left. The front of the trailer, obviously, is going towards the right. Well, if I left the wheel cut, the rear of the trailer would just keep going towards the left and run up on the building or the side of that wall, right? Eventually, I need to chase my trailer, meaning I need to get the front of the tractor heading towards that wall. The problem is there's not enough room. So it's just pull forward and stop, pull forward and stop. Another thing to note is that there's no leeway. You see the bumper of the trailer? You could easily run it up and get hung up on the side of the wall if you're just a little bit off by a couple of inches. Now see, when I pull forward to straighten up, the problem is the wall is right there, so I can't pull straight forward like I want to. I have to pull out on an angle towards the left, only less of an angle. So you have to pull forward and back up double, triple, or quadruple the times that you normally would. And if anybody doesn't know what's going on, they would think you don't know what you're doing. But for people who do know what's going on, they're like, man, that poor guy's struggling, and I know why. But anyway, look, I got in and I didn't hit anything or scrape anything, so that was a successful dock. Getting out obviously is pretty easy because I don't have to cut the wheel to the right at all, so that makes it real easy. And then after that, it's close up the doors and beeline for the Albuquerque Flying J to begin my 34-hour reset. Okay, I got a quick story for y'all before I leave. I'm on my 34-hour reset, like I said, in Albuquerque at the Flying J. I parked. I wanted to go in. There's a Denny's there, get me some breakfast. On the way in, there's a homeless guy. Not just any homeless guy. I've seen plenty. This was by far the worst looking homeless dude. I mean, this poor guy, he was the most impoverished, bedraggled, malnourished, destitute looking homeless dude I think I've ever seen. He was standing there. I thought he was sleeping, standing up. He's so weakened from his state, just standing there with his sign. His sign wasn't even a cardboard sign with a, handwritten, please help or anything helps. He had to go dig in the trash, and when you get food to go, it comes in that like styrofoam tray with the lid. He dug in the trash, ripped the lid off, and poked holes in the form of please help. That's how bad off this poor man was. So I was overcome with pity and ultimately a sense of generosity. I said, you know what? Let me go in and get this dude something to eat. He needs it. So I go in, I get him 2 big 1-liter bottles of water, cold water. It's New Mexico, so there's not a lot of water here. Some meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, some cheese macaroni. Bring it out to him. The guy's still sleeping, standing up. I said, hey, man. And he picks his head up. I said, here you go. And he was so weak, he can barely say thank you. He goes, thank you. So I turn around and walk away. Now, you might be saying, why are you telling me this, Jay? It's not to make me look good. Believe me, part 2 of the story is going to make me look bad. You'll see. And it's not to make him look bad either. I'm not making fun of him or anything. I feel bad for the guy. I go in Denny's, order what has just become my new favorite breakfast at Denny's. Is called Southwest Eggs Benedict. That's my go-to. Look, you need to try it. It was so good. You forget about the lumberjack slam and the grand slam and the whatever you get, switch it to Southwest Eggs Benedict. Anyway, I get my bill and I say, hold on, something's not right here. I spent $17 on this bum. My bill at Denny's was only $11. I said, wait a second. I wanted to go out there and say, we're switching, man. You can't have the more expensive meal, or at least give me back the water or something. I only spent $11 on me. Meanwhile, you get the $17 hand delivered to you while you just standing there. Anyway, obviously I didn't do that. I'm just joking. But boy, I thought, now ain't that something, huh? You know, this guy, he gets whatever. So anyway, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe consider subscribing and maybe consider watching more videos, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. And until then, this is Jason signing out.